They're all green, all of them. Hey guys, Dominique here. I'm down in the shop with the truck, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the decals on the side of the truck and show you what we decided to go with. And not all of them are up here. The DOT number and the GVW aren't up yet, but the old GVW is on here, but I think we're gonna take it off and polish it and put the new one on. So I also, while I'm on here, I wanted to answer a few questions that I got over the last couple of weeks about what happened at Pellco and why I quit my job and all of that. So let's get started. All right guys, here it is. What do you think? We decided to go with just the name of the company on the side of the truck. It's in black and orange, you know, my favorite. And the old GVW sticker is on the bottom there. He used to have his DOT number right below that. I think we're gonna take that off and we're gonna polish it up. And I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna put the GVW and the DOT number on the truck, but maybe you guys have some suggestions. I've seen it on the box a bit. I've seen it on the truck, on the side of the truck. I've seen it on the door. Maybe give me some ideas what you guys think. Okay, so I just got in the truck to talk to you guys, and it's pretty dark in here, and I went to turn on the lights, and I haven't done that yet. So I'll show you guys what happened when I turned the lights on. The light's green. I know a lot of the guys, they put colored lights inside the cab. I don't really know why. But apparently I have green lights in my cab, and I was like, oh well, that's weird. Okay, I'll go ahead and turn this one off. This is literally what I did. I turned it off, and I turned around right here, and I went like this, and I was like, oh my god, they're all green. They're all green, all of them. Oh man. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to ask for regular ones, because I don't know if I really want to write tickets under the light of green light at 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll see. Okay guys, so let's get going on what exactly happened and why I left my job. So the beginning of the story is my husband and I decided that we wanted to buy a dump truck. When we decided this, we wanted to get a little bit older truck, just the truck, not truck and trailer. And what we were gonna do is we were gonna buy a little bit older one that maybe needed some work, and hopefully we we're gonna pay cash for it. We were looking in the $30,000 to $40,000 range. It was basically like all of the money we had available, plus borrowing some money from some family members to be able to pull off a $40,000 truck. But what we were thinking is that we were gonna find, a $30,000, $40,000 truck to get started, and then over the next couple of years, he would drive it a couple of days a week when he didn't have to go to work, and because he doesn't work Thursdays and Fridays, and I do, I did because I worked Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday and possibly Sunday, probably more Saturdays than Sundays, in the summertime we would do some home delivery, just to make a little extra money, and then slowly work into focusing on our own business. So that was the original plan, and that's why I started looking at all of the different auctions and looking for the older trucks, thinking that I was going to get some kind of good deal. And in reality, those trucks went for 4 times what they're really worth. But it all worked out. So on a whim, at the end of November, I sent a friend of mine a text, and I said, hey, your other friend, because I know him, the guy I bought the truck from, I know him, but I didn't have his number. And I was like, what's he doing with that truck? Because he had a driver in it, and then I saw on social media that that driver had gone to work as a log truck driver. So in that, I was like, okay, well, if he hasn't found a driver, maybe he would be willing to sell the truck to me. And I said, ask your friend if he found a driver for his truck. And he texted me back and he said he'll sell it to you for this price firm. Like, that was it. He didn't say, no, I didn't find a driver. There was no back and forth. And I said, well, I'm interested. I want to come take a look. And that was, I think, 2 days before we went to Juneau for Thanksgiving. So for those of you who don't know, my husband's entire family is from Alaska. And a lot of them live here in Washington, but a lot of them I had never met. So we took all 3 kids and met up with Grandma and Grandpa in Juneau and had a huge Thanksgiving with all of his family up there and some friends and stuff. And it was really fun. We had a great time. But long story short, when we got back, we went and looked at the truck and we discussed it, and I was all on board, and my husband said, it's a lot of money. Do you think you can pull it off? And I said, absolutely. And so we went to work getting the money together for it. And, the person I bought it from, my friend, he said, it's not up for sale, so I'll just hold it for you till you have the funds. And I was like, fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Because that's, in the real world, when you're out trying to buy something, people are like, nope, I'll just sell it to the next person that comes up with the money, like if you can't make it here. So it was amazing. He was super, super nice and super kind, and he's a great dude. But so when it came to Pellco, so my entire career has led up to me purchasing my own truck. Back in 2017, when I started at Pellco, it was a 3-month job. And my plan at the time had been, at the end of the 3 months, I would have a truck. And so I quit my job. And so I worked at a construction company that had like 48 drivers. And for you, those of you that have worked seniority jobs, I was, at the time, I was driver 29, and I had great seniority, for only being there for 2 years. So, but I wasn't happy, and I had issues there, and it's just a lot of people have issues at that company, and nobody was doing anything to make changes. And I went to work every day miserable, wondering what was going to happen next. But so anyways, I had planned on purchasing my own truck, and I was in the process of trying to get a hold of the money to do so. I had a business license, and I was moving forward with that. And then the job at Pellco came up, and I went to work for Pellco, and I fell in love with that company. They were so kind to me and supportive and understanding, and I've never had a better job in my entire life. So I was struggling through trying to get funds for the business, and it just wasn't working out. I just closed on a house, and no one wanted to loan me any money, and I didn't have any money left because I put all my money down on the house. And so, those of you who've started a business, you know how that goes. So moving forward with that, I fell in love with the job at Pellco, and I was super happy, and they supported me through my pregnancy. And, I worked as long as I possibly could for them. And then I took 3.5 months off. And then when I came back to work, it was, it's like I hadn't even been gone. It's such a great place to work. They treat everyone fairly, and you do your job and you don't mess too much stuff up, and they're gonna treat you good. And they treated me amazingly well. And if anyone, especially truck drivers, if you can get on with a company like that, I would highly suggest it. But so what ended up happening though is that everything came together at once. In December, I had the money. We took a loan from a family member, and I had the truck. And so I went to the owner of Pellco, and I told him the situation I was in, and that I really needed to focus on getting my business rolling, and that I loved working there, and you know, like that I would do whatever he needed me to do, and work as long as he needed me to work. But I really needed to focus on my own thing because, you know, payments start on the truck right away, and you start incurring expenses right away and that type of stuff. So he said, you know what? He's like, you've given me 4.5, 5 years of your life. He's like, I respect you. And he's like, if you need any help or any guidance, he's like, I'm here for you. Just give me a call. He was completely respectful. And he, you know, he told me that it was great to have me for the last 4.5 years. And it was an incredible job. And I'm like starting to tear up because I feel bad because I loved working there. And but to grow as a human being or as a person and become the person that I wanted to be, I had to quit my job. And so I quit. I think technically my last day of employment there was December 17th. And so today is January 7th, and we haven't worked the truck yet. So the first week we had the truck, we were fully licensed and ready to roll, insured and everything, but it was the week before Christmas. And in the Northwest, I'm gonna guess that's pretty similar all over the country. Construction slows way down the last 2 weeks of the year, and then seems to pick up 2 to 3 weeks after the first of the year. And then, you know, some companies get rolling right away, right after New Year's, but we had record snowfalls here. So we had multiple days where we got a foot or more of snow, and record cold. It was, you know, it was down in the single digits. It's not usually that cold here. I actually really enjoyed it. I got to spend some time playing with the truck and fixing a couple of things here and there. And, you know, I've had a great time, and we're ready to roll, and we're just waiting for the call. I have all of my stuff in the truck. The truck's all clean. Like I showed you, the decals are on the side. The DOT number is probably being put on there right now. My husband's down in the shop. That's why I moved to the office, because I was gonna record this in the cab of the truck and then the green light. And but so yeah, I moved up to the office to just be away from the noise down there, because he's buffing the side of the truck right now. But yeah, so that's the gist of what happened. And I mean, the story it's not a really big story. It's not that exciting, and that's why I didn't tell it, because I didn't think that anyone would be that interested. I know that people want to know what happened, but there was no drama. It was super easy transition. I have all my paperwork in to do work for Pellco with my own truck. So hopefully we get rolling in the next couple of days and we get some money coming in, because I've already made my first truck payment. And then with the cost of the insurance and paying the sales tax for the truck, we're about 15 grand in the hole right now. So hopefully we get working pretty soon so we can get this all worked out. But I have full confidence in me, and I'm really lucky to have all the people in my corner to support me, and all the friends in the industry that have done things to help me out, and I'm ready to roll. So hopefully I'll see you guys on the road soon. Okay guys, well, thank you for watching, and Monday morning I'm gonna hook the truck up to the trailer and take it over to the local rock quarry, and we're gonna get it on the scale, and we're gonna see what the light weight is. So stay tuned.